Hi, it's Lynne with Soft Squares. I want to make the Bliss Quilt Along number 6 block of the month. This is from the Fat Quarter Shop's Sew Sampler subscription box. And check my other videos because I've done blocks 1 through 5. And now we're going to do 6. And this gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. And let's see what happens. I'm going to do the block 6 for the Bliss Quilt Along for the Sew Sampler, which is by Fat Quarter Shop. Let's see how it comes together. Alright, so I keep everything in my little bag right here. My previous block recipe cards or instruction cards. My leftover scraps, because you never know, they might be able to get used into something else. And then my fabric. Now I'm using fabric from Tuesday Morning. And there's only 5 colors in their sets, which is why I really liked it. I'm not going to get a really big variety of colors, and I really want to use this. So this is my teal. This is going to be like a yellow. If it asks for yellow, this is what I'm using. For yellow, this is my red. This is green. This is what I'm considering a white. And when I need a true, like just a white block, that's what this is. So I've added this to my stash. Sorry, to my block. The quilt fabric that I'm using is called Square Package Carry, K-A-R-I. And this is how the 10-pack comes. This is like a short stack, really, because it has 20, but you can see just the 5 pieces. So I have it in a jelly roll, the 10 by 10s, and then I have it in the 5 by 5. And then these are fat quarters. So I'm just pulling out what I need when I need it. But I thought I would just remind you, refresh what's going on. So let's start with finding out what I'm making here and what fabric is needed. First I'm going to do is identify my fabric. So this right here is this. Here's my white. Here's, says fabrics D and E. Interesting, would be, nope, I lied. This is G. F is the white with the print. Is this one, I don't think it matters, but so there's our finished block. So we can see our colors. So they have like a brown, which I don't have. Green. This is what they're using out here. Okay. Well, I am going to need red. So red is fabric H. And because I don't want to introduce a new color, 1, 2, 3. You know what? Trying to decide if I should use this one as this fabric right here. There's going to be 4 little triangles of this fabric next to it, but then it will be the white, and it might be nice to have these two right next to each other to show some contrast. I'm actually liking this the more I talk about it. So this is going to be the tan, which I usually use in place of yellow. And there's no teal in this one. All right, now I know what I'm doing. Let's cut it up. I'll show you what I've done so far. I've taken block A and D, I've paired them up into half square triangles. It had me sew on 1/4 inch on both sides of the center line and then square them up to square blocks. So I have done that, and my favorite little square up tool is this block lock, and that's what I was using to square these up. So that is the first part. I'm going to set that off to the side. I do want to point out that you should always have the right tool for the job. This was overkill, so I switched to this. This is more practical. So just don't do what I was doing. Do something smaller like this. Okay. Now it's telling me to assemble. Oh, and one thing I want to point out, you probably noticed, but my blocks are directional. So I was making sure that because it's a rectangle shape, that they were all going the right direction. If you use their fabric, it won't matter. Okay, so I'm going to make 4 units like this. Maybe what I'll do is mix them up a little bit, but yet be consistent. I don't know. Why is this so hard? No, like that. Wow, that's a lot of green in one spot. How about that? I can't seem to get it right. Oh, I don't know. That's interesting. Teal, orange, yellow, and red is what I'm seeing in those sets. Why not? Okay, so I'm going to make those 4 sets. Take these, and then F is going to go down here on this corner, and it does kind of blend together. We are done with the next little section. Now it's telling us to join like this and to make 4 sets. So I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to try to mix up this pattern as much as I can. It is hard to see that, but that's okay. I think when we're all said and done, it'll be kind of cool. Okay, after we're done with that, we're going to join B and G. Like this, and make 4 of those. I think once we get all of our pieces together, these little squares stand out more. So, time to assemble it. is our block. Now that it's all put together, I see more of that, but I do agree that more color contrast or pattern contrast would be better. But they definitely do stand out because I think those little boxes draw your attention that it's different. So that is my version of the Quilt Along, Bliss Quilt Along quilt piece. It should be like this. What do you think? I think my pattern, my fabric choice is interesting. We'll see how this turns out. All right, guys, that is it for this. If you haven't seen the others, go back and look for them. My goal is to do all these. I don't know if I'm going to finish the quilt the way they've got it, because if you go onto Fat Quarter's website, you'll see the finishing kit, and there's some extra parts and pieces that are going to be in addition to the blocks that are part of that kit. So we'll see how I end up putting it together, but I am excited to be doing these blocks, and they're a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. All right, guys, thanks. Have a great day.